Failure will set you free. We were taught growing up that a failure meant F, and that we had failed that class or we had failed an assignment. But really, failure is the only way forward. You can't learn anything if you don't have the capacity to fail. You can't figure anything out. You won't get anywhere without the acceptance of the idea that you might fail. Truly. You won't always get it right, but you have to keep going. You will never always get it right. And there's a reason why you feel so happy when you do get it right. You get a dopamine hit. Your life feels good. Everything feels in sync. But what if you thought about failure differently? Truly, you accepted it. You went, this is a part of my journey. I'm so excited to have hit a milestone. I failed today. I didn't do the thing right, but I'm noticing that I didn't do what I wanted to do, and I'm learning from this action, and I'm going to do better next time. Instead, most of us look at failure as reassurance and affirmation that we are on the wrong path and we're doing the wrong thing. So we start a job that we like, a career that we like. The first sign of failure, we go, whoa, don't know that it's right for me. Don't want this feeling. You start a new hobby. It's not fun the first few months. Do you quit? Do you stop it then? Is that what you would do? This subject is something I've been really hitting on because I've been very good at failure for a long time. And I know that sounds bad, but it's true. I've been one of those people that just moves through failure. I move through problems. And although I'm good at failure, I am not good at implementing the failure. So I can take it on, move through it, let go. But I don't then not repeat the failure. Until recently, I've done much better in the past year. But it took me realizing that I was okay with failing, was okay with looking stupid, but to a degree. For example, I've had my car broken into multiple times. I've been with girlfriends twice when that's happened. I don't know why. Actually, it's only happened twice, and it's both been with girlfriends of the past, ex-girlfriends. And both times I've shrugged off the issue. I've just been like, I can't control it. There's nothing I can do about this. I just have to get my window fixed. I'm not going to stress about this. This is a failure of mine. I shouldn't have left something out that made someone come into the car. Obviously not my fault, but like, let's move on. And both times, both partners have been like, why aren't you more sad? Like, what's going on? Like, that's so terrible. Like, you got that thing stolen from you. And both times I've just not let it affect me. Even though it was affecting me, and even though it was something that I wanted to honor and like take on, I wanted to move through it, right? Let go of it, understand it was a failure, and let go, and not let it like become trauma to me, right? Another good example of this is I tried to be an actor for a long time. And when I was first coming up, there was one manager that I really wanted to work with, and she gave me a trial run where she was going to send me out for an audition that she thought I could hit, and it was this big audition. It was a George Clooney film. He was coming back after a hiatus of not working, and I didn't do well in the audition. I was super nervous. It was a self-tape. It was during COVID, and I submitted the tape, and I got feedback back from her saying that she wasn't even going to submit it to the casting director, and that I should probably go to acting classes. I, kindly responded that I was already in acting classes. And I thanked her. And I moved on with my life. That moment did change me, though. I took the failure in stride, but that moment set me on a path of no longer acting. And I allowed it to tear me down instead of build me up. I didn't allow that failure to motivate me. I allowed it to go, I'm okay, but I'm not going to do this career. And there's a big distinction and difference between that. When you're on a path and you feel strongly about something and you want to be something, those moments define your future success. Those are the moments that you look back on and go, I remember this. There was an agent. They claimed that I couldn't act and that I should go back to acting class. And although they might have been right during that tape, they weren't right overall. And now I'm a successful, famous movie star. I'm not that, but I will be successful. I will fail on this path. I'm about to start a business, and that business is going to have failures. And there's going to be a lot of scary moments, but I'm going to succeed. And I believe that. Deep in my soul, I believe that to my core. You don't always get it right, but you have to keep going. And if you keep going and you keep taking shots, you will succeed. There are so many different quotes about how many shots you take and how many times you step up to the bat, how many times you have to go at it. And there's so many stories about hitting the door, pushing the door open, pushing the door open, closing your face. And then that one time, right before you quit, that door opens. You walk through it, life opens up for you. But you have to keep on trying. You have to keep on failing. Because trial means error. Yes, there are people that have come before you that have done this thing. That doesn't mean that you aren't going to try and fail. And when you try and then you fail, you should clap. Because you tried. And most people won't. They can't even look themselves in the face long enough to even think that they could try. You got this. You're so much more powerful than you give yourself credit for. Failure is your key to success. Now reframe it as failure is me. I am failure, but failure transcends me and moves into success as I do it more often and I become more comfortable in it. Have a great day.